Little barn find, hidden gem. First time I'm removing the cloth here. Let's see what's underneath. Well, you know my videos. I'm always good for filming some weird shit. So today on Craigslist, I scored a pair of Acoustic Research AR-2a speakers. This is the back that we're looking at currently right now. And these speakers were designed to be on their sides. So this is about maybe 2 feet by 14, 15 inches and whatever deep. So anyways, got them home. These things are selling on Craigslist complete for anywhere from $200 to $500. It's ridiculous. So I got these from the original owner, purchased them. They're made in '63, I believe. I'm assuming that's what that means. He said he bought them in '64, jammed them for 25 years and put them in a box and just took them out today. Anyways, he says he hooked up his stereo to these speaker terminals and adjusted the mid and high potentiometers and nothing happened. So he thinks they're pretty much dead. So he said you can have them for the low price of $20. So here they are. And these things, basically, if you're familiar with them, here's what the front looks like. These are birch. They're kind of fugly. But there are all these little staples here is what I've been removing. And there's the AR badge that screws into the front. So now the moment of truth to see if the surround is still intact on the woofer, what kind of condition the mid-range and the tweeter is like. So let's try and do this one-handed. Flip it onto its back, and I pried up. This started to come up here, so I've been working around, and I removed. This is where the badge goes. It actually screws in, so that's a tie-down point. Look at the difference in discoloration. Original cloth color, and there. He said he's a non-smoker. So this is just patina, man, just age and time. So let's see if we can slide my thumb under here and get this other edge to pop up. I don't want to break this. These things are fragile. There it goes. It's pulling out. Let's see if we can work it all the way around. Let me switch hands here. Well, I got this corner up, but it's still, if I lift up here and tug, it's still not coming out. So let's see if we can work it up here. Oh, there it is. Wow, just like that. All right. Well, here's the moment of truth, everybody, on the 1963 AR-2a speakers from Acoustic Research. Little barn find, hidden gem. First time I'm removing the cloth here. Let's see what's underneath. Wow. Wow. It's still intact. I'm going to be very gentle touching this. Extremely gentle. Yeah. If I touch that at all, it'll just break underneath my fingers. Looks like they use some sort of rubber. That's almost like hard silicone or RTV there. Let's check out the mids. Wow, the mids are still intact. They got that very sticky feel here, as many mid-ranges do. This air looks like the cone is warped a little bit, but it's not torn. It's distorted just a little bit. See the little ripples, but it's not torn. Some discoloration here. I don't know if that could be something that spilled in from the top, but that looks like it could be maybe ferro fluid from the inside. Maybe these things were stored in a weird position and it kind of saturated the cone right there and left that ring. See, this one doesn't have it. Let's move on to the tweeter. That still looks pretty darn good. Some electrical tape. It looks like it's textured, very thinly textured electrical tape, almost like there's a cloth in there or some sort of material. And the wires wrapped around the posts. Wow, that's interesting. Well, that's cool. Good news. Everything looks really nice underneath here, believe it or not. A little bit of cleaning and maybe check the pots on the back. The thing is I'm going to have to remove, I guess, the woofer, although I don't want to disturb any of this. I'm going to have to remove something. Maybe this tweeter compartment will leave the mid-range compartment. We'll leave the mid-ranges in this little plastic basket, and we'll unscrew this basket and lift this piece out. That'll allow me to get inside to look at the crossover network and the potentiometers and see what kind of insulation and polyfill this has. So alright, well, quick little video on what was under the cover. Popping the grill in a 1963 speaker. This thing was jamming from 63 to 89 and then was put in storage, and it just came out 2019, and this is what we get. So I can't wait to power these things up. So alright guys, thanks for watching. Well, here they are, the AR-2a loudspeakers. Just refurbished them, did a light restoration on them, and as you can hear, they are working. Anyways, these AR-2a speakers I purchased on Craigslist for 20 bucks, took them apart, and the potentiometers for the mid-range and highs were all corroded. So I was able to take them apart and put some freeze spray tuner cleaner on them and some alcohol and scrape away some of, or most of it, and actually used a little tiny Dremel to sand down the contacts and kind of bring them back to life. They're a little scratchy still, but they actually work pretty, sound pretty good. Little boxy. I mean, they are box speakers. The crossovers are probably in need of some new caps. I think a 6 microfarad capacitors registering about 8 or 10 or so, so I'm not sure what's going on. But for a full restoration, it probably costs about 50 bucks to bring these things back to life. But right now, they actually sound pretty good. I actually emailed the guy back that sold these to me, the original owner. I still have the boxes and everything in the garage. And I asked him if he wants to buy his speakers back, if he's having seller's remorse. I told him I fixed them. I'll probably charge him like 40 bucks to sell these back to the original owner. But to anybody else that wants to buy these, if he says no, they're going up on Craigslist, and I'll probably ask about, I think $250. I think they'll disappear for 250 bucks. But if the original owner wants to buy these for $40, I will sell them back, since he is the original owner and he gave these to me for dirt cheap, and it was a minor repair. But again, to make them sound fully 100%, I think I would have to order some new caps and rebuild the crossover and order some new pots and get these out of there. The surround on the woofer in the mid-range and everything is fine. I did not remove the tweeter. I did not want to disrupt that tweeter at all. So it still works, everything's fine, and there you go guys, just a quick little video about some old vintage AR-2a acoustic research 2a loudspeakers. And in case you guys wanted to know what the Maggies sound like, these are the Magnapans. Alright guys, thanks for watching.